The Old West show in Denver Saturday. The picture of the kid was one of four taken around 1880 at the Fort Sumner Gambling Hall. But it's believed this is the only one that wasn't destroyed. The print is valued at almost $400,000.
Whoa.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. And now to think,
I think that's the only picture they have.
Total? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's the one you always see.
That is the one you always see. On those Fort Sumner stories, we always get those.
Yeah.
All right, let's show you what's going on. Clear skies out there right now. Now, it's a little tough, especially if you're looking at fire weather right now. We'll go through this loop for you. This is the last 3 hours from 10,000 feet above the valley floor, and temperatures here a little bit more reasonable. We're still up in the 80s, though, on top of Sandia Peak, but check out these numbers. 100, isn't that awful? Yeah, relative humidity, 3%. West-northwest winds 20 miles an hour. We're gusting over 30 miles an hour. To say this is bad fire weather is an understatement here. Thankfully, we don't have any major fires in the metro area at this point, so some good news there. 80s and 90s across the north, still 101 in Raton, 106 in Tucumcari, 105 Clovis, all across southern New Mexico from Deming over to Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Roswell, over 100 degrees, and Socorro, TRC as well. Very, very warm. Farmington at 95 right now. When you throw the winds in, they are gustier than they were this time yesterday. 21 miles an hour, Raton, Clayton, 25 up in Alamosa. Metro sustained at 20, Las Cruces sustained at 20. And if you throw the gusts into the mix, windiest areas right around west central sections like Gallup and up into Farmington. Cortez at 32 miles an hour. Even pretty windy down in Silver City at 31. And here in the Metro, 32 along with Santa Fe as well. So plenty of wind out there. Needless to say, not great fire conditions, and they're not going to be great throughout the weekend. With high pressure anchored over us, we're not going to push any moisture in here, at least over the next couple of days. Everything rides off to the north. But really, given this time of year, the key for us is east and south. That's where we tend to get most of our moisture from, and we will have a chance to change that, but it won't happen this weekend because the high is either going to stay over us or stay close enough to us to lock everything on out of here, whether it be from the north, east, or south at this point. So look for very warm temperatures, close to 100 here in the metro, well over 100 across the southern portion of the state, and occasionally gusty winds. Although I think tomorrow we're going to bring the winds back a little bit. We'll push them up again by Sunday, when we could see some gusts over 20 miles an hour across the state. So be careful out there with the fire danger, but there is hope into next week and the week following that. The high, which has been sitting over us, is showing some signs that it will shift to the east. As this happens, that opens the moisture door from the south. Some of it from the Gulf, some could end up being from the Pacific eventually for us. It'll start in the southeast around Tuesday, and we could drag some cooler air and a little more moisture in right around the 4th of July here as well. Overall point to take from this, next week it'll get a little bit better, and it could get a little bit better beyond that into the 4th of July weekend as well. So at least there's a shot to start to turn things around a little bit. We're not going to end up on another one of these dry streaks where we have temperatures well over 100 degrees across a good portion of the state. We could start to turn that around, and of course we'll keep you posted on that. But, of course, we got to get through the weekend before we do. 92 Durango, 98 Farmington, and 92 in Gallup. West winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Extended forecast looks pretty quiet through Monday, and then we get a few more clouds and the chance at some spot storms across the four corners. 98 Glenwood, 104 Deming, 105 in Lordsburg, and 106 in Las Cruces tomorrow. Going to be hot even in Silver City with temperatures well into the 90s. Slight chance of showers starts to enter the forecast by Tuesday. Over to the southeast, the brutal heat continues here. 108 in Artesia, 107 Lovington, 108 in Hobbs, and in Roswell. Very warm the next couple of days. Just an excruciatingly warm weekend. And then even into next week, we still see warm temps, but at least we've got a shot at a shower or two. North and east, temperatures here anywhere from about 89 in Mora, all the way up to 109 in Tucumcari. And temps going to stay warm around Las Vegas as well. Mid-90s, slight chance of a storm into the middle of next week. 101 Espanola, 82 Angel Fire, and 94 in Santa Fe with lots of sunshine. Temps will continue to stay in the 90s throughout the 7-day, but the chance of showers pops up around Tuesday. Over into the East Mountains, temperatures here, low 90s around Sandia Park and Cedar Crest, high 90s around Edgewood and Tejares. Finally, right here in the metro, triple-digit heat from Rio Rancho down through Belen. Foothills and Heights going to be very close to it. An extended forecast shows we stay warm through about Monday or Tuesday. Then we'll start to see the chance at a cloud or two and maybe a shower. I don't know what I'll do. When the radar lights up, I don't know if I can handle it. My head
I'm excited about it.
I know. Me too.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Sports is next.